Hey guys, welcome back to Sparkman Homestead. My name is Krista and I just got back home from going and picking up my Azure haul. So I thought I would show you guys what I picked up today. Now normally when I do my Azure hauls, I normally set my camera up and I open all the boxes and show you guys kind of as I'm unboxing them. But I've had a couple people actually comment and say that they would prefer to actually see the items. And to be honest, I actually agree with you. I prefer when I'm watching hauls to actually see the package and see what it is. So I'm gonna do this one a little bit differently. So I'm gonna show you what I got from Azure, and then I'm just gonna kind of give you a little bit of an update on kind of what's going on. I have not filmed in a really long time just because with everything going on with my health, it's just been I just have not had the energy, to be honest. So today I decided I'm gonna get some filming done with you guys because I really want to kind of give you guys an update on what's been going on. So let's open these boxes and see what we got from Azure. Okay, we are gonna try this again. I just filmed this whole haul and I did not have my camera put on the right angle. So we're gonna try this all over again. So let's get started. The very first thing that I got this month was my favorite butter. This has 4 sticks of butter in it, and I prefer this versus like the ones that you just kind of get in the cube. I just like having it pre-measured, and this is a really good tasting butter. I've heard some people say that they don't like the ingredients in it, but that's the ingredients. So I don't really know what they're talking about, but I don't know. I like this butter. It tastes good. So that's what we got this month. And then I got a bag of peppercorns. I got a 1 pound bag of peppercorns. And like I say on all of my Azure hauls, I'm gonna leave the price below for you guys, just so that you know what I paid for stuff. Now, this is actually the month of May. So this haul is my May haul. I did film an April haul, but I never ended up editing the video. I personally like doing these hauls way better this way. Like, I'm already loving it. Even though I just filmed the whole thing in the wrong format, that's okay. We're gonna film it again. Film it better this time so that you guys can actually see it whole screen. But like I was saying, I kind of squirreled to that, but I will leave the prices below for you so you know what I paid. This was the month of May, so there was some things that were on sale that I got during the month of May. So yeah, prices will be there if you are interested in seeing them. So anyways, with the peppercorns, I normally buy like ground black pepper, but I thought I would like to have a little bit more fresher pepper. So I got these and I'm just gonna pre-grind them and just kind of fill my pepper container. And then just when it gets empty, just grind some more again. And guys, please do not mind the dirty fingernails. I know it's kind of disgusting, but I'm a gardener. I grow all of my produce, well, majority of my produce. So my hands look like this pretty much from April all the way to October. This is called the gardener's manicure. I cannot do fake nails. I will break them. So just, yeah, don't mind the dirty hands because it's just earth. It's gardening goodness. One thing that I've really been loving and definitely been getting every single month is this creme fraiche. It is so delicious, and that is all that's in it. It's just so yummy. I find that it's more of a creamier sour cream. I love it. I cannot recommend it enough. And I got 3 of them because it's cheaper when you get 3. Got some of our favorite sour cream. Steven loves this stuff. It is got really good ingredients in it, and the best by date is the 13th of June. One thing that I've actually found with that Nancy's sour cream is that that best by date can be stretched. So best by date is pretty much just when it's at its peak freshness. You can definitely eat things after that. It's not an expiry date, so the food does not necessarily go bad after that date. I have found that we actually were able to eat that particular sour cream at least a month after that best by date, and the quality did not change at all. It was still really delicious. Now, we normally don't have it last that long in our house, but for some reason lately sour cream has been lasting a little bit longer than normal. So it is perfectly fine to eat it after that best by date. You just don't want to push it too far. And obviously if you open up and there's mold or it smells funky, don't eat it because it's probably not best anymore. All of the Nancy stuff was actually on sale this month. That's why I have quite a bit of it. Plus, I just love their products. So I got some of this yogurt. This is just a probiotic plain yogurt. Steven is not a fan of plain yogurt, so I'm probably going to be the only one that eats this. He likes the vanilla stuff. This is the kind that he likes, and I get this one from Aldi, and it's really, really good priced. And I got this one this month for me, and I did not realize it was a vanilla bean, but I'm kind of liking it. I'm putting this with some fresh strawberries. Like, these are some strawberries I just picked out of my garden this morning. Amazing. And I got some rhubarb also from my garden. But I've been mixing the Greek yogurt with the strawberry, a little bit of granola, and it's like dessert quality. So yeah, this is what Steven likes, and I just picked this up from Aldi's. Okay, and then so I got 3 of these sour cream, especially being that we're in strawberry season now. This we have been eating a lot with our strawberries and just love it. Really, really good. And then garden season means lots of hummus. So I picked up 3 of these tahinis, and then I picked up another bag of these chickpeas because I'm going to can them up. I probably won't get to can these for at least a couple of weeks. I have one of my chemo treatments on Thursday, so in 2 days. So I'm probably going to be out of commission for like, usually it knocks me down for at least a week just to kind of recover from it. So I'm not going to get too much canning done. So the next couple of days, I've got a lot of tasks that I have to get done. Like, we've got a whole bunch of strawberries that we picked up from a farm. So I'm thinking I might do that with you guys today. I have a recipe for a strawberry cake, and I might make that with you guys today. But anyways, I'm getting way, way off topic here. It's so easy for me just to squirrel off into other topics. So let's get back to the Azure haul. I got these this month. I'm going to experiment with these. I found a recipe that calls for it. I have never had this before, but I just keep hearing really good things about it. So I thought I would experiment. This recipe on the box actually looks pretty good too, but I got 3 of these. The boxes are really, really small. I don't know if you can tell by the size of my hand in the box. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, but 3 boxes should be fine for us. If we like it, I will definitely order more of it. And then I got some more active yeast. This is 1 pound. I do a lot of sourdough baking. In fact, I would say maybe 80% of my baking is sourdough, but I do use yeast for stuff. So I store my yeast in the freezer. So what I do is I take it, put it in the freezer, and then when I need it, I empty it into a container in my fridge, and that's where it will stay. So I just recently took a bag of yeast out of my freezer, and so I needed to restock it. I think what happened in like the beginning of 2020, you could not find yeast anywhere, and I was just starting out with my sourdough experience, or my sourdough journey, we'll call it, and I was using yeast so much, so I panicked. And I didn't have yeast, so now I make sure that I never, ever run out of yeast. It is like one of my staples I need to have available. And then just restocked on this yellow popcorn. We really, really liked this popcorn, and I got a 5 pound bag. I tried to actually order a 25 pound bag, but it was out of stock. So that's what I got. And then I got some dish soap. Really, really love this dish soap. Now, it does not set up like a Dawn dish soap, but it works really, really good. The other thing I actually forgot to mention during my haul, so I'm just coming back again, middle of editing, forgot to show you guys that I got a case of these peaches. So I got 12 of them, and this is the ones that they are. The ingredients are really good on them. I don't know. They look pretty good. I have not tried this variety. This one I've gotten before from Azure Standard, but this one was a tad bit cheaper, so I thought I would try this. This year being with our peaches not doing the best on our peach tree with the frost kind of getting them. And then as you'll see later on in this video, there's something getting at my peaches that are causing them to do this weird thing. So Got a case of this, and this is going to be my peaches. This should last me for a little bit. Probably, I would say maybe about 6 months a case will last me. I don't eat them very often. I just kind of like to snack on them every once in a while. And then I think the last thing we have here is just a 5-pound bag of russet potatoes. I ordered potatoes last month from Azure, and look at what is happening to them. This is happening. They sprout very, very quickly. These I got 2 months ago, and look at them sprouting. But that is actually kind of a blessing in disguise that all of those potatoes sprouted. If I can, I think the rain has stopped. I'm going to take you in the back, and I'm going to show you my back garden. We have had torrential downpours the last 2 days, and my back garden is flooded. Like, flooded. I now have a creek in my garden. So I think all of the potatoes that I planted are most likely rotted. So what I'm going to do is take those potatoes, because they are organic potatoes, not sprayed with anything, and I'm going to plant those. I was talking to somebody today at my Azure pickup, and I asked her, I said, how is your experience with the Azure potatoes? Do you find that they sprout after a month? She said, yeah, but I use those to plant. She says Azure potatoes grow the best potatoes. She says she does not buy seed potatoes. She just uses the stuff from Azure Standard, and it works perfect. So I'm going to take those potatoes. If in fact all of my potatoes are rotted, like, I'll notice it because I just hilled them. And so if I don't see the greenery come back by next week, then I'll probably just end up ripping them out, waiting until it dries up a bit, and then put more potatoes in the ground. Because I have almost a 200-day growing season here, so I can definitely I have more time to get more potatoes in the ground. But she actually gave me a couple of little hints. I always knew that you never store onions with potatoes because it will make them sprout a lot quicker. So never ever store your onions with your potatoes. It makes the potatoes go bad. But the second thing she said, this was very, very new to me, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. She said one way that she inhibits her potatoes from sprouting, or at least makes them take a longer time to sprout, is she puts an apple in with her potatoes, and it causes them to not sprout as quickly. So she said it don't need to be a new apple. It could just be an old apple, and she just puts it in, and the potatoes don't sprout as much. Sorry, I just realized that you guys can probably not see my eyes because of the glare. I just have my glasses on so that I can actually see, but you guys can't really see me. So I'm just going to take them off for a minute while I'm talking to you guys. So anyways, apple in the potatoes. I'm going to try to do that and see if it works. Obviously I can't rescue those potatoes. They are definitely too far gone, which is fine because again, I will just plant them in my garden. This month's Azure haul was a really, really small one. I honestly had a lot more stuff in my cart, but it all was out of stock. Like, they had ice cream that was on sale that I really wanted to get. Like, I tried this lemon cookie, I think it's Strauss brand. I'm not sure, but I had that lemon cookie ice cream, and it was the most delicious ice cream I have ever had, like hands down the best. And it was completely out of stock this month. So that was out of stock, but there was just a whole bunch of other stuff that was just out of stock for me. So this month's haul was really, really small. So yeah, but I was able to stock up on things that I needed. So I'm gonna get my rain boots on. We're gonna go outside, and I'm going to show you the state of my garden because it's a state. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if it's necessarily a good state. Actually, I want to show you before we go outside, look at what we're doing. We are hatching some baby chicks. So these have 16 more days, and then they will hatch. I'm going to actually check these in a couple of days. I'm going to check them and make sure that they're fertile because I don't want to have eggs in there that aren't fertile. I picked those up from somebody that just lives in the town next to me. He has it's called like a barnyard mix, and there were some really pretty chicks in there, and I just thought, I'll give it a try. I paid $2 per dozen, just threw them in there, and we'll see if they're fertile or not. It was only $2 a dozen, so we'll see. I just wanted to get a barnyard mix. I didn't want any fancy like, I do love the fancy chicks, you know, the really pretty colors and stuff, but honestly my main concern is I just want to make sure that I'm in the eggs. I don't want to run out of eggs, and all of our chicks are getting a lot older, so definitely needed to restock our chicks. So I'm out back. Let me show you the state of my garden right now. That's all standing water, and it is not just little standing water. It is like, I'll show you. I got boots on. It's like, let's go for a swim standing water. So this is my potatoes. Oh, water. Oh, water. So the potatoes are like actually right here. They're in these, but it's really bad. There's some greenery right here. This is some potato greenery, and there's some more over there, but we'll see if they bounce back. I'm hoping they don't rot. It's only been like this for 24 hours. But look at here. Like, my foot disappears. It's deep. This is my tomato. Again, more pooling there, but I have learned a lesson with my tomatoes is that I have to make sure that I hill them. And because I did that, I think that they might do okay. Look at the pretty nasturtium. I don't say that right, but they are so pretty. We've got our peas here. The peas are doing really good. They're starting to climb. I'm trying to keep them away from my tomato plants so they don't choke my tomato plants out. But we got some pea blooms on here, so we should have some fresh peas soon. I'm trying to keep an eye out on my tomatoes just to kind of watch to make sure that they don't yellow too much. I would imagine, being that we kind of got a lot of rain the last 24 hours and we're supposed to get a lot more tomorrow. Like, we have flash flood warnings right now, and we're supposed to get some bad weather tonight. But anyways, that's the theme of living in the South pretty much from about April all the way to June. Like, we have tornado warnings like almost every week. Like, it's just, you kind of get used to them after a while. But anyways, we're supposed to get some bad storms come through tonight, and hopefully no hail damage. I do have some peppers over there, and I'll show you, but I'm probably going to bring those in tonight because last year all of my peppers actually got damaged by hail, so I'm not hoping to repeat that again this year. This tomato plant here, it is definitely yellowing, but the stuff that is coming on the very top, it is green. So I think that that might just be like from transplanting. They actually look pretty healthy, and this pea plant is trying to attack my tomato plant. Let's see if we can get it untangled here. I don't want you to do that. Leave that alone. See if we can try to train it to come up here. There we go. It's trying to take it over. Same with this one. Don't eat my tomatoes. Yeah, it's really flooded back here. Those are some tomatillos, which seem to be getting eaten a little bit, which that might be whitefly or aphids that do that. So I might come out and spray some neem oil on that to see if that will help with that. And then I just plant basil with my tomatoes and with the peas. Now, something is actually, I think it might be a rabbit, is chomping off some of them. I've noticed it on some of my stuff. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen these updates because I'm pretty good with kind of keeping more up to date on Instagram than I am with YouTube. YouTube requires editing. Instagram, literally turn the camera on and go. So I give more updates over there. I can leave my Instagram page on the bottom here for you. But these are all my peppers. And planted them in pots because this is all going to be where my watermelon and squash go, and then this area right here is going to be where my beans go. But as you can tell, I can't do nothing back here right now because it's just wet. And we just recently tilled that area up. That is going to be where we're going to put the corn, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get to it. I don't think I'm going to have energy in the next couple weeks to get out here and plant this stuff. So I'm probably going to end up having to buy corn this year. Who knows? I may get it in the ground. We may dry up soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed we do. And then I can get it in like mid-May. But I know right now it's not going to happen. These are our strawberry beds. I have been coming out every morning and picking strawberries out of them. They are just loaded full of strawberries. This one's not ready to pick yet, but there's a strawberry. Just full of them. And then I got some more peppers planted back here. These are banana peppers. And then this is this kind of, I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I'm probably not going to pronounce it right. But that is what that's called. And they're supposed to be like little tiny, almost like snacking peppers. The plants are really, really small. So I think maybe in the next couple of days, I'll come out and give them a little bit of fertilizer. And then this is an Anaheim pepper. We have our elephant garlic back here. It is all starting to get their scapes, which I need to come out and pick because that's going to flower. So I should probably do that today. And then there is, I think that's just a soft neck variety over there also. And then this is the most important bed right here. These are our shishito peppers. These are our favorite peppers. Last year, when that hailstorm came through, my peppers that were planted back here just kind of got really battered because as you can see, there's no protection. So I told Steven, like, if they're calling for like really, really bad hail tomorrow, I might come out here and maybe cover them with some plastic. Same with my strawberries. I already have the hoops over top of my strawberries because it just has like this thin bird netting, but I might come and just put some plastic over top of them. That way, if we do get some hail come through, at least they're protected and it won't get as bad. I don't know, just trying to prevent that stuff from happening. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but can you literally see the water flowing? Like, it's like stream flowing. It's all going from here and it flows all the way down to our little pond. This is not an actual pond, but this is what happens when we get a lot of rain, is we get a pond. Okay, we're gonna head over to the side garden. I'm gonna give you guys a little quick update on that. This is the other side garden. So these are some soft and hard neck varieties in here. I've just picked all of the scapes off of these ones right there. Got some chocolate cherry tomatoes. Oh, we have a little flower here. We better pick that off because we do not want them flowering yet. Too small. We've got some marshmallow right there. Really good medicinal herb, which something has been eating. I have to get some neem oil on that also. This is our celery, which is doing pretty good. This is a maple tree, which we don't want. So we're just gonna pick that out. You know what? This, this soil that I'm reusing in this particular garden bed, I had ground cherries in it one year. You never ever have to plant ground cherries again once you plant them once. That's what those were. So that's celery. Beautiful big plant here is some bee balm and St. John's wort. We've got an onion bed here. These things are doing really, really good. More garlic. And this is our lettuce bed, which is now starting to, it's kind of getting a little too warm for it. So I'm probably going to have to come out here and harvest quite a bit of it to try to save it so it doesn't go to seed. We have such a short salad season here. I call it salad season because lettuce season. It's really, really tragic because I wish that lettuce would grow the same time as tomatoes because I have just been eating so much salad lately. But I will not eat a tomato unless it is a fresh, homegrown tomato. You cannot compare the taste. So I've just been eating my salads with no tomatoes on them. And I just wish the two grew at the same time so that I could enjoy a nice fresh salad with some fresh tomatoes. We got some cilantro. I'm gonna have to pick some of that because that will definitely bolt soon. Again, very short season like the lettuce. And then this is my cabbage bed and kohlrabies, which the kohlrabies aren't doing the best. I think I didn't plant them in time, and I think some of them are just going right to seed. They're not gonna bulb up, but some of them are bulbing up, which is nice. Have them covered to try to keep the cabbage moss off them. We've got 2 more onion beds, some mint. That right there is a jalapeno bed. The bed beside it is bell peppers. I have some keystone varieties, and then this is my asparagus bed. Now, we were gone for a week. We went to Vegas for a work trip, and I obviously did not get to pick the asparagus. And look at it. Oh, this is an asparagus that was left unpicked, but I don't know if you can see the size of this. It's just huge. So they've all gone to seed, which is fine. I just can't stay on top of it. I've got some more peas there and some snap peas there. And then over here, I have some fun stuff. I'm kind of getting away from over there. We'll go back over there in a minute. This is some ginger. I got this from Stark Bros, I believe. So that is ginger. I've got that in there. And then that is a cherry tomato. No, that's an Abe Lincoln. That is a cherry tomato over there, hardening off my watermelon, even though I can't plant it. I've got some kale. And then this is some lemongrass, and then another tomato plant. I think that's a Champagne Bubbles cherry tomato plant. And then this right here is some huckleberry. I don't know. We'll see how it does. I've heard it's really bland, but we'll see. And then this bed right here is weeds that I need to get out, and horseradish. This horseradish took a really, really long time to get started, but now that it's started to come up, it's really taking off. So I'm excited to see that. I planted it in that raised bed because horseradish, I've heard, can be really kind of a bully and it will take over the area. So I wanted to kind of keep it contained just until I see how easy it is to grow. And then maybe once it kind of gets bigger, I'll put it into a different spot. But for now, that is going to be the horseradish home. My hope is to kind of grow everything to make fire cider. Fire cider, I found, is like the best medicinal, like homemade medicine that you can make. So if I can grow everything in my garden to make it, I'm leveling up my fire cider game. So that's my hope. The only thing that I haven't been able to get a hold of yet is some turmeric. If I can find some turmeric and get that planted, then I pretty much have everything, all the ingredients that I need to do my own fire cider. These are my cauliflowers. Now look at how smushed they are. They're suffocating in there. I need to fix this. I might end up taking this row cover off. And we've got some more kale here, and then these are our broccolis. And then over here we have aggressive yarrow, some snap peas, and these are our beets. I just sowed some more beets in here, so hopefully, yeah, they'll start to come up. Hopefully the birds didn't get all the seeds, but the beets are starting to get little bulbs. And then that's some ground cherries and dill. Another thing that my friend at my Azure dropped, the one that said with the apples with the potatoes, she says that she does not cover her brassicas, and she doesn't really have a lot of, well, she does have problems with cabbage moths, but she recommends using this one kind, and it's in my greenhouse. Let's see if we can find it. She recommends this stuff. She says it actually works really, really good on cabbage moths, and she said you just spray it on and it works really good. She says it works with the caterpillars. I'm going to take those covers off and then maybe spray a little bit of that on just to make sure that the moths don't actually lay their eggs on it, to avoid the caterpillars before it even starts. And then right here we have some raspberries. We just got these beds done a couple weeks ago. I have to come in and actually weed, but they're doing really, really well. And then over here we have our Concord grapes, and these guys are doing really good. These are all little baby grapes on here. So exciting. So exciting. Last year I made grape juice with these, so this year we should get twice as much. There is another fun thing I want to show you at the front of the house where we have our fruit trees. So the front of the house we have a couple of peach and plum trees. So that little tiny guy right there is a plum tree that has been really struggling, but this guy right here is one of our peach trees. We do need to actually really do some aggressive pruning on it this winter, but look at, we have a peach. We have a peach. Here's another one right here. So exciting. And then this guy right here is another plum tree, but we lost all of the plums because of the frost. It took all of the blooms off. So fortunately none this year, but that's okay because the tree can stand to grow a little bit stronger. And then this is our other peach tree. Little baby peach right there. They're kind of all, hopefully the birds didn't get some of them already. That's why with the Azure haul I was saying we're buying peaches this year, because we just do not have luck. I need to go and look this up and see what's going on with the peaches, because we had about 20 peaches like combined with both of the trees, but I'm honestly only seeing a couple of actual peaches on them now. So I wonder what's going on. I'll have to double check. So this is our front garden, and I honestly have not done anything really in here because it just, I'm letting it go wild right now. So this right here is oregano. We have some lavender in here, some more St. John's wort. That's an echinacea. This plant I cannot remember the name of. Cannot remember what it's called right now, but it's beautiful. And then that guy right there is some mullein that's going to flower soon, and these are my peonies, which I cannot get them to stand up, but these are my most favorite flower. Look how gorgeous that is. And I would like to bring them in, but they are covered in ants. I don't know how to get the ants off of them. And then we have a rose bush there, and some chamomile that's self-seeded. I love when it does that, to come out and pick that. And then we have some rhubarb there, which I have to come get some. But this right here is our artichokes. So these apparently are supposed to be a variety that you can harvest from 1 year. Some artichokes are a biannual, so you have to kind of wait 2 years, but apparently this is supposed to be one that you can get fruit or vegetable off of within the first year. So we'll see. It's not looking super good. Apparently artichokes go dormant in the heat, which we are going to start to get a lot of. Well, I don't know. And that's another rhubarb plant that I can't harvest from because I just planted it last year. And rhubarb is a lot like asparagus, where it needs to wait a couple of years before you can harvest off of it. This is a fruit stand that Stephen built for me. It's going to be for when we start getting produce. If we ever start to get produce, that it doesn't die or that I can get planted, we're going to start selling our overage stuff that that I'm not going to be able to preserve all of. Like sometimes we just get an overabundance of like watermelons or tomatoes. So we're just going to sell them at the fruit stand. All right, so that is pretty much the garden update. Let's go inside. I'm going to eat something quickly, and then I think what I want to do is make this yummy strawberry cake with you guys. Okay, so before I started to even think about making this strawberry cake with you guys, I decided to kind of sit down and do a little bit of editing just to kind of relax for a minute. And I realized that I'm actually way too exhausted to try to get into the kitchen and do some other projects with you guys. Plus, this video is actually already at 30 minutes, so it's already kind of pretty long, because the second I get outside and I start talking about my garden, I can talk forever, because it is definitely one of my favorite things. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end the video here, for today, and then hopefully tomorrow I will have enough energy because I really do need to get my pickled garlic scapes done before Thursday, and I need to kind of get some of those strawberries dealt with because I don't want them to go bad. And hopefully tomorrow I'll wake up with a little bit more energy and I will be able to turn the camera on with you guys and show you how to make this easy strawberry cake. Like, it is like so easy, and I've been making it for years. It's really delicious. So hopefully tomorrow that will happen, but for now I am going to end this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and a little bit of a garden update. It changes so frequently right now because we are in spring and it's almost like it needs weekly updates. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Oh, the other thing that I also wanted to let you guys know as well is because right now my videos are not really on a pattern of like I'm posting every Wednesday or Saturday, that's not happening right now. If you would like to know when I post a video, you can actually sign up for the alerts. I think it might be a little bell somewhere. If you subscribe, you will also get notified when I post new videos. Because right now, again, I'm not really on a posting schedule. I'm just posting whenever I have energy to film. So if you would like to know when I post, just give it a subscribe and set up the notifications, and then you'll be able to see. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.